Yo. As you can tell, I'm in the car. No seatbelt on. No seatbelt gang. Throwing my seatbelt on now. What up, y'all? What's been good, y'all? Always? Oh, man. I've been having craziness going on my end. I'm going to title this No Excuses. Yeah. I had talked with Zoe yesterday, and we was like kind of chopping it up in the car, and I was going on one of my in the car rants. That's what I call them. That's why I sit in the car, and I know she don't want to hear what I'm saying, but somebody gonna hear it. That's why I normally would jump to the podcast. But you can't do a podcast in front of your kid. It's like, talk to your kid. So we were chopping it up, and I was just telling her about excuses, you know. Excuses, you shouldn't really let your excuses affect what you're doing. You know, your excuses is really an acknowledgement of you not completing something you have a desire to complete. Because it's a lot of stuff that you don't complete. But if you don't come up with an excuse, you have no, I guess, explanations and data to go with your claim, you know. So that's why sometimes I feel like excuses are really important, because when you give excuses, you're able to clearly comprehend and talk about what you're missing and completing your task. I was talking to her about how, you know, I wish I could work out more. And at the end of the day, it was like, I was telling her, I was like, man, when I come get you early in the morning, it throw off my whole little routine what I'm doing sleep-wise, because I be low-key tired all day, because I have to get up super early to come get you. Then I kind of take me a little while to fall back to sleep. But then when I fall back to sleep, I got to get up and, you know, stuff like this. And I was just like, you know why I don't complete stuff? And she was like, no, why dad? I was like, excuses. You know, pretty much my excuses prevent me from completing, because if I didn't have excuses, I would either get it done or not get it done. There's nothing wrong with having a plan and not accomplishing it or completing it. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think the bigger issue is when we put the unnecessary doubt and restraints on your particular situation, you know. If you not able to do it, you're just not able to do it. It shouldn't put you in a bind to where it's detrimental to what you're doing. So that's all I got on my end. It's pretty interesting to come up with those things. Yeah. So we had some basketball yesterday. Lots and lots of basketball. And by having basketball yesterday all day, it put me to sleep. You know, me being busy puts me to sleep. And in the midst of being sleepy, you turn into this is normal, this is you regulating, you know. So that's what I've been trying to do, regulate myself, but it's temporarily, because, you know, when summer over, it's back to my old problem, working. Me working prevents me from doing a lot of stuff. And I think that's normal, because, you know, working takes time out your day. And, you know, going to work is a sacrifice. And nobody wants to sacrifice. Everybody just want what they want. You know? You don't get to be greater without sacrifice, because normal is doing something and completing it. But going above and beyond, being great, that's a whole totally different thing, you know. Because me and my homegirl were chopping up yesterday, and in the midst of talking, it's like something dawned on me. When I talk to people too much, I tend to care for them more than they care about the situation, in my opinion. But it's not true, you know. I'm passionate about helping you connect what you're trying to get. You know, I'm real passionate about that. But sometimes I be in situations and it's like, well, Michael, why you care so much? Because I either care or I don't care. So by you not caring, it makes me feel better long term. Short term, I don't like it, me not caring. Because I low-key care. But I have to put myself in a situation to not caring. Because by me not caring, it allows me to just accept their fate. Ain't no us. It's never us. So it's either me, you, y'all. It ain't no us. So the fact that I don't have an us mentality, I run into those situations. But yeah, we shall see what's going to happen next, because it's a lot of things that could happen, and you just got to figure out the right path. Man, I'm yawning because it's too early in the morning for me to be up. I don't like being up early this morning. I do not. But probably get some sleep. Start next week. Definitely start getting more sleep. There's nothing like some good sleep. Well, actually, I'll probably get some good sleep this weekend. Nah, no, not. See, I just did it again. I'm projecting out in the future too much. I'm gonna take me a good nap today. Yeah, that's better. A good nap. Yeah. Gotta go hang out with my mom. My mom plans to move next week to Tennessee, which is weird because, you know, who makes a cross-country trip? But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'ma just, you know, continue doing what I'm doing, making the moves I'm making. I got a lot going on. And, you know, wish I had a little bit of family support here. I'll make it a little easier, but, you know, I think it's like this sometimes with me. The harder the obstacle, the more I'm willing to be involved and do it. And, you know, what gets me motivated is getting better. But I definitely got to figure out how I'm going to get better. So, we shall see. We shall see. Anybody interested? They'll let me know. Anybody not interested? They'll just show that. They'll show that. You show people who you are by your actions and your moves. And I swear, you know, definitely off subject right now. It's freaking 5:30 in the morning and it's so many lights. It's so many lights right now. And it's like, it's never lights on these streets. So I'm like, what is it? What is it? But I guess it's more by me having them lights, the red lights, it just made me stop and think a little bit more. But I'm like, man, I'm used to picture me rolling like Tupac. I just that's what I be like in my head. Yeah, it's a lot of freaking changes. A lot of moves people should be making, but they ain't making. And, you know, that's what I gotta be a little bit more patient about. I'm not patient. But I know why I'm not patient. You know, when you're not patient, things just happen a certain way. And, you know, when you on a team and when you're committed to the team, it's really important to have a team mentality, no matter how much you want your own individual mentality. Yeah. That's hard. It's really hard. It's hard being a teammate. Nobody wants to play team. Everybody wants their own. It takes a lot for one to second place team. especially when money and stuff involved. When money and stuff involved, it's more challenging conversation to have with somebody when it's like, we're doing this for finances. Oh, finances. Who finances? My finances or your finances? But we shall see though. We shall see who's gonna do what and who got what. But I just try to stay out of people's way. Gotta let people do what they do. Gotta let people move the way they move. You can't feel negative when stuff is not in your favor, because that's like the sign of a quitter, and it's no reasons to not be able to do what you're doing. But man, when that money be talking, it forces you to listen sometimes, and I gotta follow the money, because when you follow the money, you follow the evil, and that's all. And when you follow the evil, put yourself in a situation to be better and be where you need to be at. So we shall see. We shall see. Now, we may get to the end of the road and not be happy though, but we will be patient and work hard to get to the end of the road. And if you fail, it's all on you. Yeah, it's cold and chilly in the morning when you can't even drive the air on. But as you got the air on, you start feeling like, I'm cold. Even though you may not be cold, but you start feeling cold. Drake said it best. What happened next? But yeah. Y'all take care. I'm gonna definitely try to podcast a little more. Cause I think I may have a podcast when people look back on time and be like, Michael was interesting. Podcast not jumping right now like I would like. I'm not as public and outward with my podcast. I just like my internal podcast. I sometimes like to do stuff to say I do it. I don't necessarily do stuff to get recognition. I just do stuff to do stuff. It's like when I became a podcaster and I got on YouTube and I was like, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a podcaster. I'm a basketball trainer, I'm a basketball coach. That's kind of like I am. I kind of do all this stuff just to say I do it. But I'm passionate about doing it. But one thing I would say about me that I noticed, I seldomly put all my eggs in one basket. And when you seldomly put all your eggs in one basket, you don't get the pass or fail results. You get I took the test and completed it. So I guess that's something that I could get better at if I had interest in. But I have no interest in doing it. Yeah. Y'all take care. All right, y'all.